Live, all about the Rugby World Cup. A very important match takes place tomorrow. South Africa up against New Zealand. Kickoff in South Africa is going to be at 5 o'clock. That's when you'll be able to watch it live on SABC 2. Now, we've been doing a lot of things while we've been here in England, not only bringing you up to speed with the latest from the Rugby World Cup, but also bringing you some nice destination stories and some interesting things. Now, when we went along Regent Street, we came across German Street and a little shop that has been inspiration to a number of celebrities in the past, one of them being the famous Sir Ian Fleming, the creative mind behind James Bond. So, of course, my colleague Matt Messina and I paid a visit to Flores. Hi, I'm sure I know you, Vaylen.
Yeah. Mac Bond. This is what I use only for perfume. Flores 89. All the way from South Africa.
We were established in 1730 by my grandfather, times 7, who came to London from Minorca, which was part of the British Empire then. So he had the opportunity to come to London and was a barber by trade, and really enjoyed making the scented hair preparations and scented powders for the gentlemen's wigs and ladies' hair pieces. And then gradually the business evolved into just perfumery, and their sons were trained in perfumery in Paris and in Grasse. And really it's been passed down through the generations. It's capturing something emotional, really, whether it's a person that you're sort of trying to recreate in the sense of smell or a place, and just really sort of pouring that emotion into it and working with the ingredients obviously that you like, and yeah, I think it's just finding that perfect blend really of these essences. When they put together in the right way, it can create something very magical, really. We first started supplying to the gentlemen of the area, which included lots of politicians at the time, the royal family as well.
Wow, even the Queen's perfume is manufactured here. Which one? Wow, we don't know.
We received our first royal warrant in 1800 from the Prince of Wales, and since then have held 17 up until today. We're the only appointed perfumer today to the Queen, and also hold a royal warrant from the Prince of Wales as well.
Smell good.
But nothing smells quite as good as a wonderful victory, and that's what we'll be hoping to smell tomorrow when South Africa go up against New Zealand in the Rugby World Cup semi-final. That you see there is Anish Kapoor's beautiful sculpture. It is the orbit here at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, and it really matches our absolute red ones. It looks absolutely brilliant. And when it comes to playing rugby, it's anything but child's play. But here at the Rugby World Cup, there's really been some children that have stolen our hearts. Amongst them, fans as well as players' children. South Africa's Brian Habana, we saw him with his beautiful toddler, his son Timothy, then Tonga prop Sila Puafisi's son Ivani, and then after beating Namibia, Juan Martin Fernandez Lobo of Argentina, he played on the pitch with his children Jamie and Felipe. Some beautiful pictures of fans that are so inspired by the Rugby World Cup, and then also a young mascot looking up to Richie McCaw, and that's what it's all about. It's about young fans that get to see their legends, their role models in action, that inspire them in ways that we don't quite know just yet. And hey, maybe some of the players' children, maybe they're the box of the future. I'm talking about young Timothy, Brian Havana's young son. All right, so speaking about being inspired, Loet de Jager was inspired when he was a teenager himself, watching the 2007 Rugby World Cup winning team. We got the opportunity to have an exclusive to see how he feels ahead of the matchup against New Zealand.
Yeah, me and my dad was actually sitting on the couch. I was 14, grade 8. And yeah, unbelievable night. Just went mad because me and my dad, we were rugby mad, and won the World Cup. It was amazing. And now playing with those guys in a World Cup, it's something you can't describe. 3 years ago I was playing for NV Picker, it's a university in Potchefstroom. I was playing Varsity Cup. And then I got an opportunity at the Cheetahs. Narka Jotsky, the coach there, then gave me an opportunity. I had a few opportunities come my way, and yeah, here I am. Can't believe it, huh? I think it's implanted in your DNA. From a young age, you know enemy number one is the All Blacks, and they know enemy number one is South Africa. It's just how it is. But yeah, we don't fear them. I think there's a mutual respect between the two nations, but we don't fear them. We play against them a lot. We know what to expect. We know it's a big challenge, but we're up for it and we're ready for Saturday. I think they have a world-class team. You don't play for New Zealand if you're not a world-class player. Same with the Springboks. I think you don't play for the Springboks if you're not a world-class player. So I think it's going to be a massive, massive game. A lot of hard impact and a lot of, I think, exciting rugby as well, if the weather holds up. So yeah, hopefully we can make it a good festival for everyone, and hopefully the Springboks come out on top.
And hasn't he just been incredibly inspirational during his very first Rugby World Cup, winning the man of the match against Scotland too in their Pool B clash when they played in Newcastle. And the team will be hoping that he's back to his best after he got a little bit of a knock in that quarterfinal against Wales. And although there were some doubts ahead of the semi-final, it does look as if the team are confident that he will be able to stop. We'll find out later on today. You can keep up to speed with everything that happens at the Rugby World Cup by logging onto the SABC Sport website. It's very simple, www.sabcsport.co.za. There's nothing else to really talk about when it comes to the Rugby World Cup other than the upcoming semi-finals. So we chatted and we got a lot of the perspective from the players, but what about a man that has already won a Rugby World Cup and a New Zealander at that? We got the thoughts of Brad Thorne, a 2011 Rugby World Cup winner.
All Blacks preparing leading up to the game. Heavy work will be done early in the week, analysis on the paddock. Come Thursday, they'll be wanting to everyone to be on song, everyone aligned on what their tactics and how they want to play. And then it's about mindset of every player in that team, preparing leading up to the game to be ready to put it all out in the park. South Africa's the same as they've always been, a big physical challenge, the physicality, big tight five, always have a good goal kicker, so they're a very tough prospect, they're dangerous. They've got a lot of younger players there, but you've got some good old leaders like Skulkberger and Van Meulen, who's been outstanding, set up a great try to finish the game against Wales. All Blacks, to keep their feet on the ground, it helps having a whole heap of senior players that have been there before. You've got guys who have been at World Cup since 2003, Richie and Dan, and 07 where we fell away, and then 2011. So there's a heap of experience there, over 1,000 test caps in the starting side, I think it won't just be from the coaches, but the senior players will lead the way on that, hoping to be fizzing on Saturday and bring everything you got. And as the game wears on, can they stay with us? High intensity rugby. So it's all about building pressure at this stage of the World Cup, because there's no Monday if you don't get the job done.
And of course, the kickoff in South Africa, South African time, will be at 5 o'clock. Do tune in to SABC2 beforehand as we build up towards the semi-final, the Springboks up against the All Blacks. Until then, we leave you with these visuals of what we're hoping will be the elation from coach Heineke Meyer tomorrow. Goodbye.
A week to prepare his team.
As the win was confirmed,
and France remember there's an 8 o'clock kickoff tonight. If you want, you can still make it